Hello, everyone. I recently went to California and it actually inspired me to create a GoFundMe page. And the reason I'm doing this is because while I was there, I noticed that the area is actually kind of arid and there's a lot of slopes and hills that, in my opinion, are not being utilized properly. And the reason I say this is I have studied permaculture and the principles of permaculture. It's just been a hobby of mine. And while I was there, I noticed that there was just a lot of untapped potential to turn the area more lush again. And honestly, I think it could be done with very minimal watering. And the reason I say this is while I was there, I was looking at the native the native plant life and just how everything grew. And I noticed a lot of I guess you would say synchronicities or a lot of I don't know how to describe it, but I just saw the potential that the principles of permaculture could actually bring life back to the area. And so that is why I'm creating this GoFundMe page. And I've detailed everything um, as to what I plan on, hopefully, with support, doing to bring, I guess you'd say, beauty and life back to the area. But more importantly, to help to capture water. I noticed that while I was there is a lot of potential to create what is known as swales, and and these swales could be created on contour to maximize the water that could be absorbed back into the landscape instead of essentially being wasted. And I know a lot of people probably don't know too much about this, and for me, it's kind of hard to explain. Like I see it in my mind. Talking about it is kind of hard for me to explain, but I have written everything down, and the way I see um, the project going is essentially I've divided it into three stages, and I feel like these stages are divided up in the order of importance that they essentially how important they are in my personal opinion. So the three stages are: the first stage is going to be water harvesting. That, in my opinion, for California, especially the LA area, that's where I'm focusing most of my attention. Because if you look at LA, it's a desert, and it's surrounded by desert, and it's a big city. So obviously, these people they need, I guess, to secure a source of water for um, for the future and for now as well. Um, so the first stage is definitely creating what is known as water harvesting swales, and in my opinion, these can be created very easily, especially with machine equipment, and they can be created on contours. So actually, when the water runs, they'll be able to collect and hold and absorb the water into the ground. And what I'm planning on doing is essentially planting these swales with native and non-native, very hardy desert plants. And the reason I'm doing that is because first off, the plants will help to protect the swales from being eroded. As well, while I was there, you can obviously notice it is very hot if you're not underneath any shade of a tree or anything. So essentially, by building these swales and planting these trees, it's going to help to provide um, shade to the area, which will in turn help to conserve the moisture on a um, minimalistic level. And so in my mind, I can see it all. I can see it all. It's very hard for me to explain it though, but I can see how these. these swales and planting these hardy natives and non-natives can help to essentially store and trap water into the area. And that is stage one of this project that I'm hopefully trying to get off the ground. Now, stage two would be more of community gardens. And that's just a way of giving back to the community and helping to provide really high quality food for the community and a way for the community to interact with each other. And that is stage two. Stage three would be taking everything to the farmlands, because while I was there, I noticed there is a lot of farmland. However, a lot of the farmland, I wouldn't say is being misused, because it's certainly not. However, it could very well be improved upon using permacultural principles. And one thing I'm really hopefully wanting to do is to implement biochar in these farmlands and hopefully somehow bring all this together. It's just this plan that just while I was there, I just had this idea, and it's just something that I've been thinking about, and I researched and I found out that with GoFundMe you can maybe, perhaps get funds for a project like this, because it's going to be expensive, and I know this, but I'm hoping that it'll somehow come to fruition. And yeah, and I'm not good at videos. This is like my fifth or sixth time trying to do this, so I'm not sure if I even made any sense. But I did. I wrote everything down. I took the time and I wrote all the steps down that I could, and hopefully, I'm doing this video so I can actually promote the idea, and I'm calling it the regreening, or the greening the desert, and this is based off of Geoff Lawton's greening the desert and the Jordan Valley, or in the Jordan Desert. And he had a lot of success with that, and I've been following him for years. And I just honestly, I think it could be done here in America, in California. And so yeah, I'm just doing this video so people can become aware of the GoFundMe page that I'm setting up. And what else? I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, so if you have a chance, please make sure to read my my manifesto, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, I have everything outlined in there, and it's more of like an idea right now, initial stages. But like I said, hopefully I'm trying to get this off the ground. So thank you for your support, and if you have any questions, I'm new to this. I've never used GoFundMe, but if you have any questions, I'm sure you can ask on the GoFundMe page. So thank you very much.